Let's get growing.
So, Karen, I have some bad news for you. The veg that we are growing this week, sweet corn, does not do very well in containers.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I can understand that. And you know what, it's okay, because I can't have my own way every time.
What?
I do know, however, that sweet corn is a very, very tricky veg to grow.
It's incredibly tricky, but worth persevering, because when you get it, if you get it right, it is the most amazing homegrown veg.
Totally worth it. So does that mean this is a bit of a team effort then?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, okay.
Let's give it a
go.
try.
Team effort, team effort.
So what we're going to do is we're going to try and grow, we're going to grow about 9 plants. So we've got 9 modules in here. So one seed in each module.
Oh, hang on, so we've got one variety.
Yeah,
okay,
just one variety. It's called Sweet Nugget. So it does what it says. Does what it says on the tin. Same as always with module trays. You just start by overfilling them, break up the compost. And we're just going to put, as I said, one seed in each module. Just rest them.
There, my love.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So just rest them on the soil to start with. And then, same rule of thumb as ever, 2 times as deep as the size of the seed itself. So you're just pushing them down a couple of centimetres into the soil. And one very particular thing about these, which is kind of mad, and it comes back to the sort of sweetness thing I was talking about, that there's a really, really high concentration of sugar in these. And so much so that it affects the germination. So
okay, you'll have to explain that now a little bit, sorry.
I don't even understand it myself, to be honest. Right? But what it means is you need to keep them really well watered before they germinate.
Okay.
To sort of dilute that sugar concentration, because if it's too high, they won't germinate. But for now, just keep them somewhere sunny.
Where's our
inside.
water?
You need temperatures 18, 20 degrees.
So
give
like
them
a
a
good
really
soak.
good water. Good soak, yeah.
Okay, don't forget to label
Yeah.
yours. Done. Okay, good. I'm looking forward to seeing how these get on. Okay, Mick, even I can tell that these heroes have gone a little bit too far.
Yeah. If you look at the kind of the roots in here, they're all looking a bit sort of pot bound.
Yeah.
The plants themselves, you can see, are starting to struggle up the top here because there's not enough food for them in this. But sweet corn is a very forgiving plant, so I think they will be okay. That's my stringent hope.
Okay, so let's not make them wait any longer.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? What's the spacing?
Yeah, so the spacing is about 40 centimetres.
Actually, can I just check? We're just going to put these 9 in here and the other 9 in the bed.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we're going to try 9 of them outside, 9 of them inside. It's one of those crops that kind of benefits from sunny weather.
Yeah.
So these ones in here should be really, really warm in here.
Let's see how they get on down below.
See how they get on down below.
In the great outdoors. Okay, so
the
what's the rule?
spacing is 40 centimetres. So we know if you flick over like that, it's 30 centimetres.
Okay.
So just a little bit more than that.
Bit.
So that's pretty much it. Just dig a little hole just big enough for the little module to go in. So we need a bit of feed. So we're going to go with the kind of the usual. So a handful of seaweed dust per square yard, which is about, so I'd say 2 handfuls for kind of overall in here. Not a hugely hungry kind of plant, and not hugely thirsty either, actually. You don't need to be over-watering them.
Okay.
We do need to water them now to kind of get them in. Okay, that's it.
Okay,
That's done. Let's on to the next ones.
Though Mick swears by planting sweet corn from module trays, luckily head grower Richard and I have a backup plan. But for now, on with the planting.
First row there, so 40 centimetres again. Perfect, yeah.
Thank
So
you.
there's a weird kind of a thing with sweet corn growing outside, right? Which is that it's a wind-pollinated plant, right? And in order to kind of help that along, you plant it in blocks instead of rows. So if you have let's say a single kind of a row of sweet corn, the wind, our prevailing wind, comes from that direction. So it'll be coming here and it'll blow the pollen kind of away, basically. Whereas what you wanted to do is blow the pollen onto the next plant. So you plant it in blocks, which just basically means multiple rows.
More than one row.
Well, more than 2 typically, just to be pedantic. Obviously, the ones we sowed in the glass house, there's no wind in there.
Really? There's no wind in a glass house? Amazing.
So we're going to have to pollinate them by hand. So same kind of spacing. You're going for kind of 40 centimeters in the row as well.
Okay.
There we go, that's in. So same applies, we're putting a handful of seaweed dust and a handful of poultry manure pellets, as always, just to give a general
Boost.
feed to the plants. So that's it.
Okay, a watering can there.
Only a month later, unfortunately, the stress of being pot-bound has got the better of our sweet corn. They just never got going.
So, like, these don't look too bad.
You know, Karen, they're absolutely crap.
No, now, stop. Corn has ears, so they can hear you. Don't be mean. Don't be mean.
You can see, like, it's trying to become a sweet corn,
It's doing very well, to be fair.
but there's not a whole lot going on.
But is there no chance of that growing anymore?
There's not even much point in feeding these now because they're kind of at the stage where they've set the corn. So it's kind of, these are dead to me now. I'm moving on to other successes.
Oh my God. Okay, sorry.
Sorry, lovely.
Okay,
lovely
you're not
sweet
remote.
corn.
Sorry, not sorry, I can tell you. Okay, but anyway, fear not. All is not lost. Come with. Okay.
Oh, all right.
Ta-da! Here's some Richard and I prepared earlier. When we planted them out, Richard knew that they weren't looking their very best. So we hatched up a little plan whereby we would sow direct. And I think it's fair to say...
Yeah, these are better than ours, mine.
Sorry? What? I didn't quite catch that.
So you know the worst thing about this situation is that this proves Richard right.
Or,
And
I,
you
clearly.
possibly as well.
Yes.
It's my favourite part of the show, harvest time. Let's go and see the sweet corn that Richard saved the day with. I want to see the ones we're going to harvest to eat. Oh, wow.
Okay, so this looks a bit more promising, doesn't
Oh,
it?
look, I see what you mean by the tassels.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very hard to know with sweet corn
Go
until you
on,
actually
just
open it
open
up.
it.
But this is what it's all about, Karen. I
it's
think we
all
should talk about it a
about.
bit more. No, just go ahead.
Oh,
At
now.
that.
Like, I actually can't believe we managed to grow
know, it's
sweet
mega,
corn.
isn't it?
It was a bit
After
tricky.
all that.
Oh, but so totally worth it. Okay, Katie is ready to rock and roll with it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do what you always say, run to the kitchen.
Okay. See, I knew it would work.